So going into this podcast, I want to start by when I go back to the other podcast and I find so many topics that we haven't finished. It's crazy. Like the last podcast we did, we talked about, would you date your homie's ex? And even though the podcast ended at an hour, that conversation went for like 2 more hours after that. Like I didn't know it was such like a serious topic.
Hey,
like,
man,
that was a free for all there. That one was.
And I still don't think we have a definitive answer. Is it okay to date the homie's ex or not? But I'm gonna leave it at that. Anybody got anything to chime in on the homie's ex before we get into the podcast?
What's up, guys? My name is Lvndie, singer-songwriter. Shit, I can't answer that question because it happened to me a bunch of I think it really depends on the motive and like if you was plotting on her the whole time we was together.
The situational.
Know what I mean? Like if you hit me on some like, hey man, like I'm interested in so and so, you know what I mean? Then that's different. But if y'all just gonna have a little fling, I shouldn't find out about it. You know what I mean? Like keep that shit between y'all. Like leave me the fuck out of it.
That's what Da Vinci was like. Da Vinci was like afterwards. He was like, if y'all just gonna fuck around, it's all right. But he was like, you can't be in a relationship with it.
Right. So. And like, make sure I don't find out, because then, you know what I mean? 'Cause don't be sloppy with your shit.
I'm still on the tip that if I broke up with her, she's fair game. But if she broke up with me, I'm salty for a minute.
I'm gonna be mad a little. I might feel some type of way. I'm gonna question your friendship. You know what I mean? Like if we wasn't that cool to begin with, I'm not gonna be mad about it. But if we was homies, then I'm gonna be like, was you plotting, bro?
So at the end of the day, we right back where we started.
Right,
it's
back
complicated.
where we started.
But
it's complicated.
But
it is very complicated.
You know where we are right now, though.
Where
we are at another episode of the Two Dab Crew presents the Powder Room.
Are you sure? Because it sounds like the last one.
No, it is a new episode.
Okay.
It's your boy Baby Powder. I'm here with Andre and Ergoff, and I got a very, very special guest today, the most famous person to be on the podcast so far. So you got to remember this. This is the day we blow up, or this is the day that you wasted your time, my man. So give the listeners a proper introduction.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Lvndie, a.k.a. Lvndie, spelled Lvndie. Singer-songwriter. I'm blessed to be here, man. This ain't no waste of time. This everything I do, man, I love. This is fun for me.
It made me feel special just now to say it's not a waste of time.
It's great.
Because I feel like I waste my time with these guys.
Whoa! I've been down since the beginning.
Yeah, you've been missing. You got the most sketchiest attendance record of the podcast forever.
I've been on every single episode.
Afterwards. So I'll give you a little rundown of our podcast real quick. We've been trying to do this shit for like 4 years, right? Me and him, we used to go out to the bars all the time, and we used to sit at the bar. And for some reason, we would just be talking shit, and everybody would congregate around us. Like we happened to be like the center of gravity. So then people were like, Miami. "Oh, you guys are real fun." And it was like, "Yeah, man, we just out here having a good time."
Right.
But then it was like, "Yo, why don't we just do this shit for like a career?"
Right.
So we started doing podcasts. We tried to organize it. It fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
It still fell apart until I got the podcast on Spotify. Then all of a sudden, somebody came out the woodwork. It was like, yo, we can really make this shit happen.
Yeah, I think everything starts coming together when you stop like overthinking it. You know what I mean? Like when you know what I mean? There's always, the minute you have fun with it, I feel like it just happens naturally.
Right. I do kind of miss some of the old segments. We got to bring some of those back every once in a while.
Yeah, right.
The scratch off segment wasn't popping.
So tell the listeners a little bit about you. How long you been doing music and stuff like that?
Shit, I've been singing all my life. My grandfather was a salsa singer, and I grew up in the Bronx. So like music was always around me. So from my grandfather's rehearsals in the living room, and I used to sit in the kitchen and just listen to them singing and stuff. I grew up listening to pop music, so like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and R&B, Usher. You know what I mean? Man. And then, but at the same time, I was growing up in the Bronx. So like I grew up on Jay, I grew up on Nas, I grew up on Big Pun. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm like pretty well rounded in the music industry. So I've always been around it. But the minute I started making money off of it, when I was like, okay, this could be a career. I don't got to work for nobody else. I could do this on my own.
It's tight.
Yeah. So definitely, you know, I don't know about everybody else, but I did listen to the catalog on iTunes before, you know, we did this, and definitely some fire.
Appreciate it.
I just like trying to debate. Like Man Eater is a great song. It gave me that real like Weekend type vibe. But I like I forget the name of the song.
What You Want?
No,
you get what you want.
That's too mainstream. Like,
Right. That was my ticket.
Bro, you got put on him like 4 weeks ago, and already one of his songs is too mainstream.
Right, like it sounded like he just knows.
I
like, oh, it's too mainstream.
I only say that because like when we go out in the car, Fox got it on repeat. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
so
it's the jammy jam.
It's the jam.
It's the jammy jam.
It's Keep On Moving. Keep on moving.
Shout out to my brother Sauce God Clutch, man.
So in that one, not only did you have the like singer vibe, but you had some serious like flow in there. And
right.
Damn, like that.
Yeah, that's the hip hop element. That's very much.
So it's like you sing and you got flow to it.
Right.
Which is it's not like you just a singer. Like,
right. Yeah, that came from in Orlando. I feel like it's funny because Orlando we got our name through pop, like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and all that stuff. Disney Channel, all that stuff. But right now, I feel like the hip hop scene is really going crazy. So, and plus, all my friends are rappers. So I was kind of forced to like rap.
Yo, man, your crap is weak. You need to get on this flow
like
game a little bit.
I was kind of forced to like rap sing.
Well, it gives you that element that you could do both. Like Chris Brown. Chris Brown can
exactly.
rap. He can sing. He's not just a singer. Like Tank. You don't hear Tank rapping too much. So like, when it comes to his demographic of
you don't hear him
fans,
rapping at all.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure he could do it, but he doesn't do it. You know,
Does
so
it in
that
the
to
shower.
have that type of flow, it just it makes you more versatile, and I really like the song. And the 2 songs with Vetted J.
Oh, that's my
I'm saying
dog.
it right?
Shout out Lil Mo Savage. He had to rebrand himself.
That's what he was
Yeah,
before?
he had to he's
Yeah,
Vetted J.
those songs was the Sex Like Magic.
Sex Like Magic.
That shit was fire. Like I'm sitting there vibing today, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm like I'm digging it. So I do put in my homework before I do this. So we did come up with some questions for you for this before we got into anything else.
You know where I want to start, right?
But I put that at the bottom of the topics.
Listen, we are known for a handful of things: being serious, being clowns.
Can we let the man get a little?
I'm the serious one.
Okay.
Let's just keep it 100.
I want him to get his time in before we actually give him the hard topic.
Okay.
All right. So let him get comfortable. So these were some of the topics we came up with.
All right.
Why did you get into music? You already answered that, right? Your grandfather was a singer. You saw you could make money off it, but anything like?
Well, I found passion the minute I stopped doing it for myself. I feel like a lot of people do music because they have egos and they want to be in the spotlight and all that stuff. But for some reason, I'm always naturally in the spotlight, and I don't really like it. Like for a minute, I was like, man, I don't even want to do this no more. But like I had to realize that like I've been blessed my whole life. I was in the military. I'm the only man in my family that's not a felon. So I could literally stop making music right now, take my girl, go live in Windermere, and you know what I mean, have a nice little life and shit. But my brothers, like everybody that's surrounded by me, they need an opportunity. Because they, according to the government, they're not okay. You know what I mean? And it's kind of fucked up. So, like, the minute I started doing this shit for them, I feel like I just went on, like, hyper mode. Because I feel like when we do what we do for other people, we go harder. Because everybody has insecurities and stuff. So, when we do it for us, I feel like we lack. But when we do it for the next man, I feel like we go even harder. So, that's why I do it.
That's like Superman. When Superman's sitting there getting beat up, but then you smack Lois Lane, and all of a sudden
it's a rap. Right?
Yeah.
He go ape shit. Like, oh, whoa! Don't
destroy
hit my
the whole planet.
You want to beat me up with some kryptonite? That's fine, but you leave my woman alone. All right?
Exactly. Right.
All right. So, also, what top 5 favorite artists of
top 5? Anybody that tells a story, and like, so for instance, I love The Weeknd. I love Bruno Mars. I love Charlie Puth. I love I feel like I study the artists that have billions of views, like all that clout shit, like people that have genuine like they really are musicians. They really it doesn't matter if they go live and they get like 2 million people watching, like 6ix9ine and shit. I feel like people that have actual fans that like show up to their plays, like Bruno, like I said, Bruno, The Weeknd, Charlie Puth. My grandfather, shout out Landy Nova. And the 5th, I would say Big Pun, R.I.P.
Landy, you said something very interesting. Like people that are into R&B and like, you know, vocals and stuff, they be sleeping on Charlie, don't they?
I love it. He's a
Like
composer.
Charlie be getting it.
Yeah, he really
I like
do.
that. You said that. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I
man.
mess with that.
Yeah, you
That's
over
what's
there.
up.
You over there lighting up right now.
We're connecting.
I
You know what
see
I'm saying?
that. I'm not stopping you. I'm just saying, like, you know.
I believe they call that dick riding, but we gonna move on.
I'm dead.
No, that is a shared interest because I too, my friend, am a fan of Charlie Puth.
All right, I got a question for you real quick. So you name all these artists. What do you look for in a beat? So like, you're working
feel
on a new
like-
song. What do you look for?
I really like the drum lines of beats and synthwave. Synthwave is really dope to me. I feel like the 80s is like a super vibrant time.
Absolutely.
I feel like I don't know. I
Freestyle start breaking down.
yeah, I love that stuff. Shout out my boy Julio Mena. He's one of the dopest freestyle artists that I know. I feel like people they forget where we started and stuff. So I really like melodic and just a powerful drum line because the beat is like it doesn't have to be because some people depend on the beat the whole time and they just let the beat do the work for them.
Right.
So they get lazy with their lyrics and their melodies and they just like for instance the song I have out right now, What You Want, it's a fire beat. I could have said the bare minimum. I didn't even really have to do much, but we have to like carry the weight. You can't just let the beat do everything, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we talked about that in the podcast preview about music. That even though the beat's dope, if you don't get the lyrics of it, it ain't
Have to.
shit. Like we
Right.
were talking about Panda, like Panda.
Right.
Panda,
You know,
panda.
Like what the fuck?
That's all
is-
you ever remember the song.
What
Yeah,
the
that
fuck
was
is he
that's
saying?
a prime
Like,
example, and he even like he even threw out why he did it because the letter A sits really well with people, so that was a gimmick. You know what I mean? Like he just
wait, he tricked
like,
us.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it worked.
it's
Son of a
all
bitch.
psychology.
We've been
man.
mind fucked.
We've been
who has no vocabulary.
Yeah, like I preach this. Like melodies get the people's attention, but the lyrics is what keeps them coming back. Like when people connect with your story, I feel like they'll always come back and show you love.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I got a question. You know, you're in the industry, you're carving your path and you're, you know, doing your thing.
Right.
What about the industry surprised you that you love, and what would you be, you know, surprised to find out you're like, oh man, I don't like this about that?
Surprised me that I love, I would say, how do I explain this? Sheesh, I don't even know. Surprised me that I love. I feel like it really wasn't what I expected it would be, I guess. Like the minute I feel like I'm trying to be the change that I want to see. I feel like at first nobody wanted to work with each other, but like I've always been doing a lot of features and stuff. What happened?
No, we good.
Oh, well, I started doing a lot of features and people gave me a lot of backlash, but like I really like to work with people, like, you know what I mean? Like
I love
yeah,
featured
I
albums,
love
man.
collaborations.
I
Back in the day, like
especially with your catalog, like what you got going on, like all the different features there were though.
Yeah.
It shows you again your versatility. Like
Yeah, I love it.
you had some rapping, there was some singing, and and then it's like you could do the hook, but then on some of those songs where you would lay a verse,
Right.
it's like I'm not just a hook guy because some of those
Right.
guys they come out and they only do hooks,
Right.
you know, and then you're like that's all they ever do, like Ron Brown's.
Right.
Like you don't
Yeah.
even know what he did besides that one hook on that one beat.
Facts.
Or
Yeah,
Akon was
I just-
featured on every hook for a hot minute.
Facts.
right. And I mean,
Facts.
I like that about the industry.
But
I mean,
that gets you out there quicker, and that gets more people like
Right.
biting onto it.
Yeah, because people gave me a lot of backlash for a long time. Like, oh, why you do so many features? I'm like, I feel like if the artist works as hard as me and we're kind of on the same level, then I feel like we could work. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people out here, like one time somebody tried to charge me $3,000 to do a feature. And I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? Like that's bugged out. Like have you not heard what I've been doing? You're not watching, you're not paying attention. Right. Like if I get it, like you've been doing your thing, but like I'm out here, I'm really out here. Like I'm in these
So
streets heavy.
it was your track, and you wanted them to feature on it, and they
No,
were trying
this-
to charge you, or
Yes, there you go. But I feel like a lot of people like I'm not gonna say names, but like let's say they were hot like 3-4 years ago, right? And they had a song that went viral, but they're still trying to like cling on to like their name, but it's kind of like In all honesty, I'm helping you out because I'm relevant right now.
You got mainstream and you got street legends. Like street legends, like they can walk around like over here on Church Street and people point them out like, yo, I see you.
But they go to New York and nobody knows who the hell they are.
Who is you? Get off
my
block.
They're content with local fame, and that's all egos. You feel me?
But I mean, not everybody's in it for the same thing too. I mean, if you think about like some people in it for the money, or a lot of people in it for the clout.
That's
they want to sit there, bang a song, get a Mercedes Benz, and then try to hit a menage with 2 chicks that probably got crabs.
Right now they itchy.
If you wonder why chicks always shaving their shit all the time, you better start questioning like how many times they got crabs where they want to keep that shit clean.
Right.
So this brings us into a 2-part question. First question, what artists would you like to collab with if you pick your artist?
What I like to collab with.
Right.
Sheesh. I'm trying to think.
You got all them
There's
tough
so many. There's a lot. There's really a lot. I love, like I said, I love collaborating. So I'll probably go away because I would like to expand my fan base. But number 1, The Weeknd, for sure. Okay. That would be my mainstream. And then if I had to go maybe a little, I'm trying to think of somebody because I wouldn't want to get too mainstream. I would probably want to have like one upcoming as well. So let's go with, matter of fact, let's go with like Laney or like 1975, like one of those like bands. I really like those guys.
Okay.
Would you do like a rock like mixture collaboration?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that shit is. People are just now getting on it, but that like, and they clown on Lil Wayne, but some of them songs were fire songs, bro.
Right. That's another thing.
Run DMC did it first.
I know, but like that was a long time ago. But yes,
well, you got Party Like a Rock Star.
Party Like a Rock.
But that wasn't like a rock band,
right?
True. I'm talking about like a rock band.
It's just the fusion of the genres. But yeah.
So definitely, the new video out now. It's Ays Fromthecorner.
Yeah. Oh, you said it right. Good shit.
There you go. I
a lot of people call him Ice. I don't know why they call him Ice.
Because they can't read, obviously.
Right.
What you want to check out the video. It's on iTunes also. So please, if you haven't, take a look at it. Take a look. I mean, support the artist a little bit further too, and maybe buy the track for $1.
Right.
It's worth it.
I'm not sure. Like, I'm not in the music industry. So how many streams equal, whatever type of revenue down the road? Because people still say they're going platinum, but nobody's buying music.
Right. Well, the breakdown really is so like every like 1,200 streams equates to like one album sale. So
1,200?
Yeah.
Well, I know Fox gave you that.
Yeah, because it's not. Yeah, it's not really like streaming. Streaming is cool and all, but the money's really in publishing and like placements and licensing and all that stuff
you get from the video.
And a lot of artists don't really even know about that. They're just content with them little baby checks they get from TuneCore.
Oh man, royalties, bro.
You got to get them big boy money, man. This publishing is out here. You guys got to get that.
The video was hot, but I got two things I got to ask about the video.
What's up?
One is, I know I said it earlier, but I got to know, the cheetah print, was that was just a thing, or are you into the animal print? Because I'm heavy into the animal print. I hate, I go to a store and you look in the women's section and it's animal print this, animal print that, all this animal print. I go to the men's section, basic ass shit. And I'm like, where the fuck is my animal print?
Right.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm going to let you live.
I'm dead.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Nah, I'm really like I said, I'm heavily influenced by like Bruno and stuff. Like he's like so swaggy and like he's just pimped out all the time, and he wears a lot of like cheetah print and like animal print stuff.
I think you had the Bruno vibe. You were just missing the captain's hat. Like he had.
Oh yeah.
Was that 24 karat magic?
That was my joint. Yeah.
When he had the long like Miami Vice shirt. And the captain's hat, and little short shorts.
Yeah. Short shorts.
Hey, but he was doing it though.
He was doing his thing.
People love Bruno Mars. Like, I can't clown him.
Definitely a legend.
And the second thing was the kitchen hat.
Oh yeah, shout out my boy Ays.
What's the story behind that? Because I'm looking at the hat and the hat says kitchen, and I'm like, what does that mean? Like. I'm trying to think like dope boyish, like, all right, maybe that means we cooking up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Maybe we got like, like we're on a culinary tip and we're actually in the kitchen. Maybe it was something else. I couldn't figure it out. Like it was such like a play on words. I'm trying to figure out what is the damn meaning behind the kitchen hat.
No, he's the drip man. He's all about the drip.
That hat was actually a piece of merch from my boy H. Ays shout out to In the Kitchen with Ays. He's doing his thing. He got a movement going around the whole world. TV show coming soon. Big things coming soon for him. Shout out Lania West.
Right,
Shout out
so
I4,
that's branded merchandise you can
Group.
buy?
Yeah, that's an actual hat you could buy. I purchased it from my boy Ays, supporting his brand because I support the local businesses, black owned businesses. I support my community, man. So I had to make sure that was one of the main things that stood out in the video because I want to support him because he supports me. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, because I'm all about hats. And when I saw that hat, I was like,
Yeah, man. So upcoming artists, if you guys want to like get some exposure, like tap in with Ays. On Instagram it's H_DOT. Also In the Kitchen with Ays. Shout out my brother Free Lunchbox too.
You laugh at the name Lunchbox.
Free we in the kitchen with it, baby.
It's because he led it with In the Kitchen.
Right,
And
right.
like, that shit just
lunch.
cut.
All right. So this here, right? So we had a podcast, right? We sitting there, we was talking about, WAP.
Yeah. Oh man.
WAP is the hottest thing in the street, right?
Hold on, before we get into that, your thoughts on WAP?
I don't know. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Nah, man.
See, I'm feeling it though, right? Because I'm really against the whole WAP song because of the misleading like story behind it.
Yeah.
Like chicks is out there get vibing to it, but then like I don't think they really about that in the long run.
Right. They out here lying, they capping, man. But it's like, bro, like shout out my brother Derek Milano. I know he was a part of this record. That's what's up. This like shout out blessings to you. But I don't know, man. I feel like the women, like they're queens, bro. I feel like in this song it's kinda like it just keeps degrading like women in general. I feel like they should kind of be uplifting.
Right, we talked about that. Starting it with there's some hoes in this house.
Yeah, like
it was like, yo, you could call yourself a hoe, but if I did it,
it's
and
a
I gotta
problem.
get a drink in my face.
Right. Drink in my face.
Fuck you. Ah.
Right.
So we was thinking in typical 90s fashion, because I mean we're all born in 80s.
90s.
Right.
80s. So we 90s babies, I
Right.
guess. 80s babies, but growing up in the 90s. TLC, no scrubs, right? They talk shit about dudes. The dudes came back, Sporty Thieves to No Pigeons.
No pigeons, right?
Right? And that shit was hot.
Yeah.
So we was thinking, all right, WAP is out there, but we need the man version of WAP.
I was gonna do one called BAD.
That's what we was going to do.
too?
Hold on.
Hold
the fuck on.
It's on there, bro. It's on. That's the question, bro.
That's the question. What we got to do to get you on the remix?
Hey man, just let me know. I'm here.
Because I'm dead serious. I mean, obviously we got mics. We could sit there and record. I'm sitting there in the shower trying to put the lyrics together.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, like, do we want to use the WAP beat or do we want to get an original beat?
You gotta remix the WAP beat.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe we go a little Texas style, get a DJ Screw, like chop it up a little bit.
Listen, rapper I am not, but you can sing. I got you on the harms, my guy.
Let's do it. I'm with it.
Yeah. I mean, you could just be like the assistant. Like every time somebody needs something, you could run around and go get it.
Listen. Don't come for me.
But you can't be.
I didn't send for you.
You can't be on the bad remix anyway. Because you was talking about like when we was talking about it was like, yo, the bad. He was like, yo, what about the dudes with the regular dudes?
I'm an advocate.
The average ones.
I'm an advocate for all. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Moderately sized dicks need some, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so we could do 3 versions.
you know what I'm saying? Now we got 3 songs on.
Yeah, but if you on that sad or that
sad,
mad,
mad,
sad, mad, and bad. I
Got
don't
the
even want to be on bad. I don't want to be sad or
big.
mad. I'm too blessed to be on any of that other shit.
Because they're sad and then they're mad. They're not bad. They could be like 3 different versions.
Oh my god, I'm so happy. Like,
But you're into this idea?
You like.
Bro, I already thought of this.
Best friend,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we connected on so many wavelengths here. Like Cheetah Print, we both want to make a song about BAD.
Now who's lighting up?
Wait, what did the kids say? They say pause after they do some shit like that.
Right.
Hold
Hey,
up.
yo.
BAD, pause.
Now who's lighting up like a fangirl?
Hey, you know, I'm just saying. Look, God gave me one life. I gotta enjoy it, and and if it's like letting these chicks know what's good. If I gotta stick a banana in my pocket and wave it around, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Take my shirt off and dance like Terry Crews with 2 glow sticks and white chicks.
Yeah, like, baby, I'm bad for you. Hey, I got a big ass dick. You know what I mean?
Yo, we can make that shit happen. Yeah. I can't sing, dance, or rap, so I can just be the big black dude in the back of the video, just chilling, like
security on your shirt.
Right. Yeah.
There you go.
So
Play
we
it
gonna
out
get
that
security
way.
shirts made, but they gonna have like it's gonna be a picture of duct tape across it,
Right.
and security gonna be written on the duct tape.
Security.
So damn, we on that.
Let's do it.
All right, so I got a question.
What's up?
Like, what is the message that you want to bring to the masses? You know, most artists have something, or the thoughtful artists have something, a message that they want to bring.
My logo is a smiley face with an X on one eye, but I'm smirking. So it kind of means just like smile through the bullshit, man. Because like life is gonna throw you curveballs, especially when you're doing really good. So it's just like keep doing what you're doing, because God's with you. You know what I mean? Like regardless, like everything's all fun and games that we have fun, but like at the end of the day, your mental health has to be put first. Sometimes it's okay to be selfish and like put yourself and your well-being first. There's nothing wrong with that.
That is a wonderful message. Absolutely.
Appreciate that. Yeah, that's like the name Live and Die, man. Like we live every day, but we only die once. Well, we die once, but we live every day. So just keep pushing.
Yeah, that's similar to like this tattoo I got here. It's an Egyptian Ankh, but with the wings of death.
Right.
So it's like you're gonna die, but something you could do about life could live on forever.
Right, exactly.
You know? So like you may die, but a message could live on. Because there's a lot of people in history that, although they're dead, we still talk about them to this day.
Right.
So they never actually died. Like the memory's still living.
It's like music. When I put out a song, like I gotta keep in mind that now I'm immortalized. Like whatever I put out there, that's a stamp. Like you can't take. Like, it's gonna be hard to take that off the internet.
That's true.
I'm just
Damn near impossible.
I was just thinking about like a wrestling intro, the immortal, and then a Ric Flair like gold dust.
Hey, speaking of wrestling, Leo Rush just reposted the thing I just posted. Shout out my brother Leo Rush. So you guys are.
Shout out, Leo.
Yo, what up, Leo? Love, bro.
All right, so dum.
We got to hit you with we got a couple of classics,
So
topics that we revisit.
The Two Dab Crew podcast has always featured one particular topic.
Oh my God. Here we go.
I'm sorry, but you know, like
This is like from day one. This is like from before you
this
were
has
around.
been a 4-year topic that we don't let go. Everybody comes on, we ask them the same thing. You want to do it or me?
Can I?
No, I got it.
Okay.
No. I want him to do it.
You want him to do it?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Ergoff.
Do it in your Batman voice, though.
Robert Kelly. Your thoughts?
Oh.
No, hold on. Before you do it, you're supposed to do the Batman voice. RKelly, can we trust him?
I honestly, I don't. We can't deny the fact that he is one of the most legendary R&B artists of all time, but I can't agree with what he did, man. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, a whole bunch of sex slaves.
Okay.
Like, I mean, this man's a piece of shit, right?
Piece of shit,
So
but-
which part don't we agree on? Because I mean, R. Kelly's done a lot of fucked up shit.
Right.
He's peed on people.
Yeah.
Sex slaves.
Yeah.
Back child support.
Right.
So we don't agree
Married
with all
a
of it.
16-year-old.
Yeah, all that stuff is not okay. He's a musical genius, but it doesn't make it okay for you to do. Some people feel like they've reached like Jeffrey Epstein. I feel like certain people they've reached this like pinnacle that they think they're untouchable. But bro, like we are still human, and we have to like maintain the human values and respect life. Like just because you're rich and you've done all these things does not mean that you could just go ahead and fucking pee on people and fucking. You know what I mean?
That are underage.
What if she
at that.
didn't want to get peed on? She
Right,
would have
well,
moved out the way.
Okay, so we gotta hit the topics, right? So one, again, everything R. Kelly did was wrong. All right,
Right.
No one's arguing that.
But is he the only one to blame, or do we blame
No, I feel
everybody
like-
involved?
No, I feel like some girls got involved and they didn't know what they're getting themselves involved in, and then once it started happening, they started regretting it, and then
You
know?
think after that second Gucci bag never showed up, they were like, wait, what the fuck is going
Uh-oh.
on?
I
Like,
have
he
shackles.
promised me 3 Gucci bags. I've only got 2.
But I mean, he brings up
the third.
he brings up an interesting point. The when you regret something, it's your prerogative then to change your mind. The shitty part was they didn't get the chance to change their mind.
right, he didn't give them that option.
Exactly.
Well, I get the sex slaves didn't, but I don't blame him for peeing on the girl.
Yeah, I mean, I peed on people before, in the shower.
Wait. Hold up. Okay, hold up. I got questions.
I've been in like long-term relationships, man. Shit gets boring. It was only good.
So we peed on people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, we were sitting in the shower. We in relationships for a few years, and I'm like, the water's hotter now.
Oh man!
At least
That's that real comfortable relationship.
Like you've been with them for like 4 years.
At least he didn't drop a deuce on him.
Right. That's gross. That's feces. That's
So, have you ever seen Two Girls, One Cup?
I have.
Yeah,
I have not.
Okay, we're dating ourselves now. That was.
I have not seen.
You have not seen that?
No.
You probably can go the rest of your life without seeing it be just okay.
I will be just okay
You'll be
without
just
seeing
fine.
it. So the question, right, is R. Kelly obviously guilty of many things.
Right.
He'll meet his maker and deal with his things at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But as a music fan, do you believe it's okay to still listen to his music or no?
Yeah, why not? Like,
well, a lot of people give a lot of backlash. Like,
but
when an R. Kelly song comes on in the club, or people are just like to boycott his shit in general.
Man, I feel like people are so stuck on a certain code, bro. It's like 6ix9ine, right? Like you can't deny the fact. Like people, blah blah blah. But like all the original gangsters, they failed the streets anyways because they forgot where the Crips and the Bloods came from. Right. So like, you know what I mean? Like Crips and the Bloods were supposed to police the police, and then it turned into something completely different, bro. And now you got people like,
I can't stand 6ix9ine.
Yeah, and now me neither. Like as a person, like whatever, fuck that dude. But you can't deny the fact that he's entertaining and that his shit's gonna sell anyways. And it's the same with R. Kelly, bro. Like the dude. He's a legend for what he did. Even though he's a shitty person, his art is his art. Like
that's where my argument was the whole time.
Yeah,
was
bro.
I still want to get down to 12 play. Like I'm a music fan. I like his music. I'm still gonna listen to it regardless.
Right.
What he did ain't got shit to do with me or the music. And
right.
They're like, oh well, you're supporting him. I'm supporting the music and the culture.
Right.
By listening to something that created millions of babies and millions of dollars and all types of other shit because he did
all the opportunity that came to the cameraman.
Now, am I trying to go have a drink with R. Kelly? No, because then I got to worry about did I bring my fucking raincoat? I don't fucking know.
Did I bring my fucking raincoat?
As far as we know, he is not into dudes. I would sit down and have a drink with R. Kelly.
Did you not see the interviews?
Okay, no, because
possibly.
This is what I think. As celebrities, I think celebrities, like, I think the higher you get, the less there's man or woman. I think it's just sex at that point. Because many people make stories about Will Smith being into dudes. There's this story that just dropped that Michael B. Jordan was into dudes secretly.
I mean, you got to think about it. After you can
Bad Bunny said he's sexually fluid.
Probably.
After you get so many women and you can have any woman basically that you want, like you get bored. And so I could believe that. Like,
yep. I had this conversation last night.
I'm glad you said that because that's one of my points about the R. Kelly sex slaves. It's motherfucking R. Kelly.
Right.
The whole meme of bitches throwing, well, it didn't start with R. Kelly, but bitches would throw panties at R. Kelly on stage.
Right.
Why would he have to force someone into that sex slave relationship when there's literally millions of women who would have volunteered?
Bill Cosby.
Right. He's not Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
That's why I'm like,
chicks.
I feel it's less so, hey, he dragged them into the basement and locked them up there, and more like, hey, these women did this thing. Now they feel kind of iffy about it.
Right.
And now they want to go back and like a revisionist history of the events that happened. Because no one knows what happened except those women, R. Kelly, and the people involved that are all like, oh, the only person going down is R. Kelly? Cool, we good.
Right.
Because I'm sure R. Kelly was not the only one fucking those people.
To Michael Vick too.
I mean, but we're still not co-signing those behaviors, because even if you go down there, if you're having second thoughts, if you're cutting off there's certain behaviors, especially if they're outside of your character, that can indicate that things are not okay.
If they said no and he kept going, sure.
So
I 100% believe that. But if you tell me that he passed on all the millions of women that wanted to sleep with him, that wanted to be a sex slave, for the small handful that didn't want to be there to begin with.
Because that's the challenge. That's the challenge.
Yeah.
Like, what fun is it if you're just gonna pass? I mean, if she's like, I'm gonna do anything, I'll be your sex slave. What's the fun in that?
Yeah, but,
you got that.
But how many moms in your neighborhood would have died at the chance to be R. Kelly's sex slave?
Right.
Think about it.
Right.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. So like he knows this. So there's no challenge in that. There's no excitement in that for him.
So but then if there wasn't, if they said no and he was doing it, in that rape?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's probably one of the things he did.
I don't know.
So
it's one of those times I wish I had a time machine. I could just go back and be all like, see, that bitch was like all rubbing the piss in her face.
I seen the video. She wasn't rubbing it in her face.
This is where I would want like that interview where I could be like, why? Like that time I asked Barry Gibbs, I was like, why are you buying porn when you drive a Rolls Royce? Right? You could have any woman you want just because you're in a Rolls Royce. I could be nobody and be in a Rolls Royce. I'm getting my dick sucked.
Right.
Some way, somehow, on a quarter tank of gas, I'm getting my dick sucked because I'm in a Rolls Royce.
Fact.
Right? So why the fuck are you buying porn if you have a Rolls Royce? You know, and it's like, oh, it's for the fun. And like, fuck that. I don't know what fun is for people, but fun for me is riding around a Rolls Royce getting my dick sucked. Like, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Was it cuck porn?
No, it was dominatrix. Like the cover of the video had the chick and her tits were tied up and they were purple.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he was.
So he into some of that weird shit.
Now that makes sense.
So jumping into this whole R. Kelly thing brings me up to a topic that I was going to hit on a later podcast, but kind of runs right into this: the level of homies. We talked about this at the end of the last podcast about what is your level of homies, and that also I was like, what happened to real friends?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think everybody nowadays is so phony.
Right.
Right? It's so hard to find a good friend that'll tell you the truth.
Right.
That undeniable truth that you may not want to hear, but you got to because you about to run into some shit.
Yeah.
Because I see shit all the time where I'm at work or I'm somewhere else and I'm like, don't you got a friend that told you that was a bad idea?
Right.
And people just look at me dumbfounded.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, your homies didn't tell you that was dumb, right? Like my homie, he was going around, he was calling him Big Rod. He had three dudes calling him Big Rod. I'm like, do you understand what that sounds like? I'm like, he's like, what? You sus? I'm like, sus? What the fuck does that mean? Like, obviously, they're not millennials. They're, what are they, Generation Z or whatever the fuck it is. But I was like, yo, you can't have dudes calling you Big Rod. It don't sound right.
Yeah, that's sus.
He was like, yeah, they know. I'm like, they know what?
They know you got a big rod?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't call people that. But like just the number of shit, like think of all these like shootings that happen or, you know, people that do some dumb shit and you're looking on the internet, like guy runs into the mall and, you know, shoots 7 people or, you know, guy, you know, takes somebody hostage or burns a building down. Some crazy shit like that, right? And you wonder, like, where the fuck was this homie to tell him that's not a good idea?
Right.
Right? Because I sit here and I'm like, yo, I want to go pop fucking Percocets and drink tonight.
Yeah.
And my homie here is like, yo, I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are surround themselves with yes men because when you have a bunch of yes men around you, it makes you feel like the leader of the group. So you keep a bunch of like less masculine men around you, and like that kind of makes you feel superior to them. So, and that's kind of fucked up. Like I don't want to be the smartest guy in the room. I don't want to be the most talented guy in the room. I always want to grow. So people like to have these like fucking inferior mentally men around them so that they could do whatever the fuck they want. You know what I mean? And that's not cool, man. Like shout out my boy Jay Terrell. He got a brand called No More Yes Men. And like everything that he stands for is super dope to me because he's always calling me out on my shit. Like, hey, little bro, I think you should do this differently. And I'm like, all right. Even if I don't agree, I still take what he's saying into consideration because shit, he's right. He's probably right. He's like 9 years older than me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he's probably got some sort of knowledge I need to listen to.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's exactly what I think like the world is missing is like true friends. Like,
Right.
What was that old song where it's like friends? Everybody has them.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't even have
Well, I don't even know what song that was, but I feel like that's what society needs because Like take for instance the kid that ran into that church and shot up the 9 people, right?
Right.
You don't like where was he like planning this shit the whole time? Where was somebody be like, yo, homie, I don't think that's a good idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Like is this real bullets? Maybe you want to get a paintball gun.
Yeah.
Like let them know you mean business, but come on, man, non-lethal.
Yeah.
Or even like
Paintball guns still hurt though.
yeah. So same thing would that happen like with cops? Like cops are out there every day, and social injustice isn't something new. It's just something that they're bringing light to at this point. But that shit's been going on for years,
Right.
Because you even saw it back in the day in Boys in the Hood. Even though it was a fictional movie, you know, you had the 2 cops parading and treating people like shit, right? And obviously it was an idea back then, so you know it was around. But where's the person that says, hey, man, you need to stop treating people like that?
Yeah.
You know, they just be like, oh, he's a cop. I can't tell him shit.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with the media, man. I feel like a lot of people they don't want to have friends. They want to have fans. They want to have like a cult around them.
Dick riders.
Right. Like
That's what it is.
They
like,
want to be Kanye's and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
you got no homies no more.
Nobody
You got
wants to
dick
be
riders.
Kanye.
Right. But like that's
You a homie
Nobody
or a
should want to
dick
be
they want to
rider?
be like they want to have this cult following. It's fucking weird, man.
Cults
And
are
then, you know,
overrated.
society
Right.
is also like, I feel like it's going away from responsibility. Like
Right.
I know when I was growing up, the general theme my parents tried to teach me was accept, you know, responsibility and the consequences that follow for your actions.
Right.
People don't want to be held responsible. People don't want to hear these hard things. So it's harder and harder. If you're a real friend, it's harder and harder to even be a friend to someone because they don't want to hear what you got to say. You tell them, hey, I think this, and they got a rebuff for it. Instead of taking that information and thinking about it. If I tell you something and your first response is to give me a reason why or give me an explanation or, you know, then you're not thinking about it. You're like, I'm dismissing it immediately.
Right.
And everybody is like
but
that.
think of this too, right? Because we talked about all this like off air, but like we were talking about like if I'm having an issue, you know, like I deal with depression and anxiety. It's like, oh, if I don't have a friend to talk to, like that shit gets worse. Like I talk to my homie all the time and I'm like, yo, man, I'm not feeling it. I'm going through this in my head. And it helps me deal with it to the point where like I'm not reliant on medications all the time. But when you have less caliber friends,
Right.
you also see a rise in mental health issues.
Right.
Absolutely.
People
Right.
deal with like depression and anxiety. To me, like growing up, you barely heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
People had it. They never talked about it.
Cool.
Now it's like everybody got it.
Right. They're using
Everybody
it
got it. You got it's like fucking Oprah with fucking mental illnesses. You get depression and you get depression and you get anxiety and you motherfucker are getting herpes because you didn't wrap the shit up because you was too busy wearing a mask and not a condom. What the fuck? Like, why
facts.
protect your mouth and not your dick? Like to me,
God. Yeah, man. A lot of people are opportunists too. Some people won't call out their friends because they think their friend's gonna shut off a certain opportunity. You know what I mean?
or they just fake.
Like, yeah.
Or they're afraid of conflict because there's
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
like there's a lot of pussy people out there. I'm just gonna be honest with
Yeah,
you.
but-
Like if you see somebody going through something, you're like, oh, well, I'm just gonna
but you
back
think
off 'cause
I think that also
I don't
goes-
want the wrath or you know what I'm saying.
I think
Like,
that also generates too into like where you're going to the opposite sex now, right? Or the same sex if you're into it, depending on, you know, no judgment. But like when you're trying to date, you're right, you don't have that same caliber of relationship that you did 20 years ago where you could, you know, like meet somebody and be with them and be like, if I want this to go 10 years, it'll go 10 years. Or I want to go 20, it'll go like the relationship will be strong. Now to me, it's like flakes. Like,
Yeah.
you can sit there and date somebody today. They hook up with your homie tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And then y'all broke by Thursday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, there's no loyalty in friendships. There's no loyalty in this. And then everyone claim they got some type of mental issue to back it up.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think people like in society really need to take a look at the people around them and judge their level of homies and be like, who would really tell you the truth?
Right.
Right? Like when you want, ask them a question. Like, what should I do? Or, hey, I'm just going through this. Can I vent to you? You know, and then you really find out who your real homies
I feel like if you're a real friend, you shouldn't even have to say I'm going through this. If you see somebody behaving differently than they have,
what I'm
that's-
saying, what
going
I'm saying
on?
is
What's wrong?
not everybody has that level anymore.
yeah, exactly.
So
That's what I'm saying.
How can you know what your homie go through if you don't actually pay attention to him? People got so many friends. I mean, like, you judge by your Instagram followings or anything.
This is
now.
true.
Like, yo, I got 4,000 followers. How many of them you talk to on a daily basis? 6?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares how many I mean, it's clout. I mean, it goes all back to that. And people are now basing their worth on the number of followers or something that they got versus it's like the new age credit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not how much money you had. It's how much I think you can pay back. So when you have followers, it's not like, hey, you know, how much of an impact you make. It's like, yo, I reached 3,000 people.
Yeah.
And you know what? That brings up another point, which is one of my, it's turned into one of the phrases I hate. How are you doing? A, the person's not going to tell you how they're doing. And B, the other person don't really care how you're doing. Right. It's just something people say. Hey, how are you doing?
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
See, y'all doing it wrong.
That's a whole different podcast, because I'll tell you. I'll tell you how I'm doing.
Over here? No, man.
Hey.
All right, so jumping in to we gonna call this the rehash. We're gonna go through a couple topics of previous podcasts, and I want your input on it. All right, so last podcast and podcast before, right? So say you was at school and you took somebody home, right? And you walk in, you take them home, they invite you into the crib. Mm-hmm. You open the door, the family is naked.
Okay.
They say they're a nudist family, and they invite you over to dinner.
All right.
Thoughts?
I look up. Keep my eyes up.
So you're going to go to dinner?
Yeah, why not?
So even if the father was like, yo, we have an Italian sausage for dinner, you still down?
Yeah, I mean, I just got to keep my eyes up, because then if not, it's going to get weird.
So how do you feel about that, being entangled in like a nudist situation?
I don't know, man. I feel like people just have different like upbringings and religions.
So you ever been into somebody's house like where they'd be like, you gotta take the shoes off when you come in the front door? So when's if the rule was you gotta take the clothes off when you come in?
I gotta go.
Thank you. That's simple.
You leave it?
That's not my belief. That's y'all. Exactly. I don't mind eating with y'all. Y'all naked. That's cool. But I'm gonna have my eyes up on this plate.
What if the friend's mom is a banger?
Oh man, I gotta respect. I gotta do it. I'm a bounce. I won't be able to do it. I'm only human, so I might by accident
But like, I'm cool with it. Like, I don't care if anybody's naked. Like, I'll be like, hey, you know what's up? I said that the point I would have an issue with is knowing that the dad was like probably touching his nuts and then touching everything else in the house.
Facts.
You know, so it's like, all right. Like I was saying, everything had to be prepackaged, right? Like, I want a Hungry Man meal. I want you to leave the plastic film on top of that shit. Microwave it for 2 minutes. I'll pull it out and give me a plastic fork that you got left over for the Chinese restaurant. My own food. Like, I'm sitting there eating with everything disposable. Like, you want something to drink? Do you have bottled water? Because I need it bottled. No, we got a Brita filter on tap. No, I need bottled water, man. I don't want to touch no shit. So
gives you the cup, he grabs
the brim. I got the fro.
Like, here you go. Oh shit!
So I got the fro. If I don't sweep every day, like there's hair all over the place, it'll be like that with their pubes. That's nasty.
Like I would say, like if everybody was groomed and it looked all right, then I wouldn't care. I mean,
most of those people probably aren't though. I feel like they just let it rock out.
Like
they're like natural.
I feel like it's just Adam and Eve.
You imagine like the old man was sitting there and he had more pubes than dick. It looked like a little like furry chia pet sticking out at you and shit.
Little eyeball.
It's like a tongue sticking out of Mountain Man beard.
All right, so no nudist colony for you.
Yeah, as long as I don't gotta take my clothes off, then that's fine.
All right.
We know where you stand with the homies girl.
All right. So next question, right? Another previous podcast. You was dating a chick, right? You guys are vibing hard for a couple months, right? Sex game is on point.
Okay.
You find out she's a cousin.
A cousin? Third cousin? Second cousin?
No.
First cousin?
First cousin.
First cousin, like my mom's.
Daddy done stepped out.
Oh shit. All right.
You keep rocking or you stop?
I gotta go. I don't know. Shit, this is weird. That's a weird. That is a weird question.
Yo, I swear it must be a Mississippi thing because he brought it up.
Damn.
No, I didn't. That
happens to people.
Who brought it up to you?
Holy shit.
We're gonna protect everybody's identity.
Okay, where are they from?
New York.
Oh. Like
Yeah, I don't know.
to me, I thought the question was weird at first because I was like, "How you know not somebody not your first cousin?"
Like she don't look familiar. That's
Yeah.
imagine you look familiar. Yeah, it's your aunt.
Right.
Apparently, they were estranged. So
Well,
that,
I guess
there must have been a
How
falling
many
out.
months?
if you had
Some
if you had
families
a
fall out.
daddy that had
Like
multiple children,
4 months.
I think
Y'all-
4 months. I think
now
4
you
months.
were getting ready to wifey.
Oh shit. Damn,
Bro,
that's a
And
hard
you
question.
just find
man.
out like, yo,
Bro, why
It's
is
a
this
hard
tough?
question. 'Cause
You're
that's
done. You're done,
situational.
right?
That's-
First cousin?
Yeah, yes, but like there's morals and shit, but then there's like
I mean, like the thing that to me made it weird was you had already been doing it for like 3 months.
yeah, like we're
Like-
already
like-
deep, so it's kind of like
You know better, you do better.
okay.
yeah.
That was the theme, my theme for that.
Yeah, I don't even know to be honest, because like if I'm in love with the chick, then it's kind of like fuck. Because you got like back in the day, that was normal. Like people would do that shit, especially
Right.
royalty. Like people would like
Right.
keep it in the family. That was like a thing back in the day.
Targaryen style.
Right. Like that was like super like okay. Now it's not okay because of fucking media and
But-
people judging.
So
and shit.
so they do say that like if you procreate with a relative that the babies come out
25% of a
like,
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is that really true if we all believe in Adam and Eve? Right? Because
Right,
then we
right,
all
right,
came
right.
from the same
But
chromosome.
at a certain point, the genes evolved anyway.
Right.
So
So you're saying by that logic, then we would be super smart, but we're all retarded as shit because Adam and Eve was fucking their daughters and sons.
Yeah.
I'd be like looking at grandma. If you didn't fuck your 32nd cousin, I wouldn't be as dumb as I am.
listen. If you're gonna use the logic to not date a homie's ex, that there's a million other people out there, you have to follow that same logic when it comes to a cousin.
who's not going to date the homie's ex? Because as far as I know, a couple of us did.
Yeah.
Oh, I know I have.
Okay, so how you gonna do that, but did not do the cousin? I mean, and technically, he was.
That's
already,
a hard no,
He was
sir.
already moderately deep in it.
That's a hard, firm.
Wait.
No.
If you only got a regular sized dick, can you get deep in it?
There's
Like,
angles.
I'm question. I mean, that's a question,
position.
right?
I'm wondering who you talking about. I don't know.
I'm just I like we was down with the bad in the bad remix, right?
Big ass dude.
All right, so here's the topic for the day, and I'll give you this. All right,
Hold on, I got one more. I feel like it's not an artist interview unless we talk beef. Who you beefing with?
I don't think am I beefing with anybody?
Who you want to start beef with?
My man came on the podcast with positive vibes.
I don't know.
Hey, listen,
And then you asked him who he beef with.
Yeah.
He beefing with you now.
Honestly,
Can we have a beef? And we could do like the Drake Chris Brown thing in the parking garage.
It's gotta make sense for
You got-
both our
you got-
brands.
You gotta throw a bottle at him and hit Tony Parker
Like,
in the
honestly,
eye.
bro, I was actually having a beef with like myself for a while because
That counts.
Like there's certain like artists that we have like gripes, but like I'm just so tired of carrying hate in my heart, so I let a lot of shit go. So like things that would keep me up at night, and inspired a lot of my greatest songs. I just had to let that shit go, man, because when you walk around with like some sort of like hatred towards other people and shit, like I'm down to beef with motherfuckers for media shit just to make some money. That's cool. But
Like 50 Cent and Kanye did.
yeah, exactly. Like that's whatever, man. That's all money moves. But as far as like real beef and me really hating somebody, man, I'm just tired of all that shit. I don't want to hate nobody, man.
So y'all heard it here first. He's looking to
No beef. Just keep that same energy because like if you listen to Drake early shit.
Plus
Drake early shit was like, if you say something about me, I'm not going to respond. It was in one of his songs from the So Far Gone EP.
exactly. Yeah,
Right?
I got money to make, man. I ain't
Yeah,
tired of
and guess what? Drake responded plenty of times.
Right. But
So,
plus I'm not the type of person that to like I'll get really bad anxiety. Like if somebody says let's take it outside, I'm swinging on you right there. Because the whole time we
I don't
going
have
outside,
time.
I'm gonna be fucking thinking about the shit.
I don't
ain't
time
got
to go
time for that.
outside. Let
I
me
ain't
whoop.
got- my
I'll
brain
whoop
gonna
you
be
and then you meet
fucking
me outside
man.
afterwards.
I can't do beef, bro. Shit. I might go too far.
All right, no beef.
I might go too far with you.
Yeah, no.
Now we in prison.
This the No Fight podcast, NFP, unless it's a pillow fight and it's sexy. And
Right.
I'm not putting on a
And it's
bikini
sexy.
today.
Today,
Today.
we need to talk afterwards.
All right. So the question is, your mom and your girlfriend switch bodies,
Oh God.
and the only way to get them to switch back is to have sex with one of them.
Sheesh.
Do you do it? And with who?
Well, I'm fortunate to have a really attractive mother, so that's weird, I know. But So,
God bless.
I don't know. So who am I supposed to be with? Can I be with the
Well,
girlfriend?
you just have to have sex with one of them, and then they'll change back.
Okay, it's gonna have to be my girlfriend's body. I'm not fucking my mom's body. That's weird.
That is super weird. But first cousins are okay. Now,
my man, he said it's a Mississippi thing.
Nah, man. Yeah. That's definitely my girl's body. I can't. That's weird.
it's gotta be my
I'm sorry,
girl's
babe.
body.
I'm like, Mom, just put on earphones and close your eyes.
It's gotta be my girl's body. I can't. No, that's that's too creepy to even think about.
That's too, because sex is it's a spiritual thing, but it's also like a physical thing, kind of.
Absolutely.
Can I just
You know
break
what I mean?
up with them both and just never talk to them again?
If you don't do it, then they're gonna be stuck in the bodies forever, like changing places.
Yeah, nah.
It's
Your mom's gonna look like
it's
your
like Lil
girlfriend,
Dicky and
bro.
Chris Brown. They gonna be separated forever.
Your mom's gonna lock your girl or ex girlfriend.
No. It's they minds. So your mom's mind is in your girlfriend's body. Your girlfriend's mind is in your mom's body.
Can I just
So
break up
technically,
with them both? Just never talk to them?
spiritually, your mom's body is now your girlfriend, and your girlfriend is now your mom.
That's gonna be so fucking traumatic. You're gonna have a psychologist on speed dial.
But I'm saying
for your mom.
So
Or your girlfriend.
So if you do your mom's body, it's obviously nerve wracking, right? But it's your girlfriend moaning. But if you do your girlfriend's body, it's your mom saying, "Ay, papi."
Oh no.
So
I'm gonna have
that's crazy as
blindfold
hell.
and a muffle.
You imagine that you was doing your girlfriend, she was trying to give you like pointers and shit.
Yo, how long?
Your daddy used to do it like this.
Oh my
How
god.
much time do I have to prepare for this? Because I need to not jerk off for like a week, so I make sure I come quick. Like, it's gotta
nigga,
be
give
like-
me a month. Like
I need some time.
give
to
me a
prepare.
whole month.
You pregame in the bathroom. You
No, hell
get
no.
that shit nice and go in the bed. You go bloop up. Sorry.
Right, I need 5 strokes max.
Me, I'm leaving both of them in the bodies and I'm
Right,
moving on.
right.
I'm like,
right. So
bitch, you stuck. I'm sorry, things ain't working out. We gone, mom.
Enjoy your new lease on life because you just got an extra 30 years.
Exactly. Damn.
30 years.
Hey, that is true. I might do that just to have her around longer.
But you
Shit.
see, like but look how sick you are, right? Instead of just saying no, you was like, I'm gonna have to do my girl with my mom.
Well, I
inside
mean,
the body.
I didn't
Like
have
there
all.
was other options, my man. It wasn't either or.
I
Like,
didn't
there
have-
was other options.
I didn't
And
have
you
all
chose
of the
one.
information. I thought you had to do it.
No, there's always an option of just not doing
No,
nothing.
I said the only way to change him back was to sleep with one of them. Which one do you sleep with and why? There's always an option.
Mom,
No,
enjoy
I'm
your
good.
new sexy body. Have a good
Not
time.
too late. You already said you was.
No, I didn't know not doing it
That's
was
all
an
right
option.
though. You can pipe her because you only got that moderate. You straight. Like they ain't gonna make
Yeah.
much of a
Nah,
difference.
if I'm in love with my girl, I have to switch it back.
Yeah.
I like that you value love. That is amazing, bro.
Yeah, man. I feel like people don't do that. So
They don't. They don't.
people give up too easy. I've always, a lot of my songs are about heartbreak and like fuck bitches and blah blah blah. But in all my songs, there's always like a light at the end of the tunnel. Like I always want to find love again. It's just hard for me to do it. So
Well, it's also the biggest motivator too. Like when you go to like write or sing a song,
Right.
just think about the time you sing in the shower the most is when you like high on some type of emotion,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And can't nobody say they can't sing in the shower. So I heard
can
you
sing anyway,
I heard
so-
you doing Justin Timberlake in the shower the other day.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you was.
No, I was singing Charlie Puth.
Hey, my dog.
Charlie Poof or Charlie Poop? Like, were you taking a shit?
Probably.
Both.
Right before the shower.
Oh, y'all nasty. Yeah, I know. So anyway, appreciate you having on the podcast. You know, we're
This was
itching
dope.
towards
Anytime, man. It was a vibe.
towards the end of it.
Gotta take another shot before I go.
Listen to the catalog a little bit. You know, we definitely come out there a little crazy. Shout out to Lvndie for the last episode. He was, he had a 2-hour long podcast afterwards.
He got into the homies topic.
Like we hit a topic, and the whole time after the podcast it was done, he was going, and I'm just sitting there like,
You must have been through some shit.
I was hungry. I was like, yo, like, shut up. I'm trying to get something to eat. Oh, shout out to him, and again, like, you know, all of our media conglomerates that we got out there. You know, Two Dab Crew podcast at BP_2Dab. Our official photographer, Elite Photos. We ain't really got much else. I'm still waiting on the South Beach beard check to come in.
We're still waiting on those followers.
I swear we close to 25 followers on the podcast. This close. Almost 400 listens on the podcast.
They listening, they just not following, which is like...
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like, people listen to the podcast, but then, like, it's like, yo, follow us. The 25th follower gonna get free stuff. 25th follower gonna get free stuff. I'll send you a shirt, a hat, something... You know, branded.
Yeah, some people have a issue with hitting that follow button, man. I don't know why it is. It's like another ego thing, bro. Like, if you look at my shit, I follow a lot of people. I follow like 7,000 something people. You know what I mean? Because I cherish genuine interactions. Like, when I meet you, I make sure I follow you because I know you're gonna fuck with me because we met in person. You know what I mean? But a lot of people they like to have that low number with this high following. And it's like, bro, that doesn't make you look cool. It makes you look arrogant, bro.
I don't care about followers. Like you could follow me, you could not. I'm just offering free shit. Try to get it out there,
right?
Because we're really just trying to spread the message. Mm-hmm. And again, it's a podcast where anybody could get on.
Yeah, if I don't follow you back, man, let me know. I'll follow you back. It's just sometimes I get so many people coming in, and if I didn't meet you in person, I'm probably not gonna follow you back. I have to meet you in person because. There's human interaction.
So there's no thirst on the IG level. Mm-mm. You don't see a chick and be like,
nah, man. Well, of course, I'm a man. Whatever. My girlfriend knows where I'm at the end of the night.
How many people you following on Instagram?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 200 and something.
200. How many of those people you actually know?
All of them except for the wrestlers.
So how many chicks are you following?
I don't follow. I know where you're headed with that, and I don't follow chicks like that. The chicks that I'm following, I know.
How many chicks you follow on IG?
I follow 81 people, and I know everybody on here except...
You don't count. I'm sorry. I'm retracting the statement because you don't even follow the podcast. So.
I do follow the podcast.
Nah, homie, I'm taking your card away.
I follow the podcast. I see the post.
Yeah, right. So anyway, you know, we like to show love and do all that. So again, for everybody listening, October 6th, we got our second, I'm calling it From the Vault, coming. It's a classic. It's going to drop October 6th. Podcasts are coming out every Tuesday. So if, you know, like us, subscribe, you know, you hit us up on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the Amazon joint that's about the pot for podcasts, TuneIn, iHeartRadio. Like, all you got to do is go to Google and search 2Dab Crew. And you're going to find some type of following for our podcast. Mm-hmm. And I do appreciate you coming in, sir. And please, for the viewers or listeners, one more time, give them the social media outlooks, the iTunes. And please, if you down with us, then buy the track. I mean, spend $1. Buy a track, support an artist. Because even though you say, like, yo, I listened to the shit 3 times, like, it's not the same. As you really want people to continue to make music, you got to support them somehow.
Yes,
you know, so it's more than that follow button. You know, you spend $5 on a drink for a chick who may or may not give you the number. You know, a portion of that, just buy a song. Mm-hmm. You know, support somebody. You know, people making money, especially with you with the positive movement. You know, the positive energy. You know, is digging it. So hit them with it.
And a lot of support is free, man. You know, like a like, a share, a follow, a comment. It's all free stuff, man. But once again, my name is Lvndie, aka Lvndie. It's spelled LVNDIE. You can catch me on all platforms. Just type that in on Google. You'll find me. We there.
Cool.
All right, so last request we got for before you go is to hit us with a quick acapella. It's from the viewers.
All right. If I didn't have this money in my pockets, girl, would you still be into me? 'Cause you get what you want. Oh. If I didn't hold you down the way I hold you down, would you still be good to me? Are you sure I'm what you want? Yeah.
Where are you hiding that auto-tune? In your jacket?
You better sing. That's what we say in the South. You better sing.
You better
sing.
That's super impressive considering, you know, like a lot of people going to listen to it later on. They're going to be like, yo, some editing to it. But there ain't no editing to that.
That was acapella.
That's pure.
as
That's
it
pure
comes.
talent
Hey, we
and
here.
potential. And we appreciate you guys listening and tuning in. And we're gonna hit you with a big